Yo everybody, so today's video is going to be mainly focused on breaking down healing with Loki and why it feels like it sucks, and even though you are doing so well, making great plays, healing your team, saving them with your healing domain, why it still feels at the end of the match, win or lose, you're still getting gapped by your other healer. And I'm going to break that down here in this video and show you how you can get better with it as well. And the goal of the video is just to help you become a better Loki player overall, so you have a better understanding of what he can do and his abilities, his kit in general, and to help open people's eyes to he can do more than just healing, and he actually prevents a lot of damage as well. So let's dive into it. So first things first, let's cover your basic attacks. I covered this in my last video with the DPS Loki. A solo Loki doesn't really do a lot of damage. Same goes for healing. As you see with the robot here, it's taking damage and I'm only healing a little bit. So if I have backup with my clones, look at the chunk. I heal so much just for having all three hitting one character. And as a Loki player, that's what you should focus on, making sure that you have your clones up to burst heal your team. But against a good team that is destroying your clones, you need to keep them spread out. So make sure that's a main focus of yours, keeping them spread out enough and in line of sight of your teammates to heal them. And this can be a really good counter to CC ults like Groot or Doctor Strange. As long as you don't get pulled in and your healing domain's on cooldown, you can basically burst heal your team and keep them alive. And this should be a main focus for you because this is your primary way to heal. Now, if for some reason keeping your clones spread out, it's still not working, they're still getting focused, you can try this technique that I like to call pocket Lokis. And what you basically do is keep one Loki in your pocket or on cooldown, and that way you can use it immediately if a teammate's in trouble. You can either put it on top of them and then use your healing domain to save them, or immediately use it to try to provide more basic attack heals. And that's just some tech I like to use. And if there's any other Loki players out there that would like to share some of their tech below in the comments, please do. I would love to see some of your ideas. So your second way to heal is probably the reason why your healing isn't as great as it could be, and it's because of the way you're using it. So let's read it. The Regeneration Domain. Use rune stones to create a magical field that provides allies healing over time and converts incoming damage into further healing. So what that means is that if they are below their max health, you will heal it immediately, even if they're taking damage or if they're just standing in it, you'll get them to max health. But once they hit max health, you are no longer healing them. You are preventing damage at that point. So any ults that end up coming in, any basic attacks that they're getting hit by, is all prevented damage. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing whatsoever, but let's just break it down here and show you what it looks like versus other healers and why your healing is so much less than others. So as you see, we let them get low, we saved them, we built it up, and we got some healing there, but we're preventing the damage from even happening, so we're not getting any more healing consistently. So let's go check out another one. So we have Luna here, we have her ult, they're about to die. Let's go ahead and pop her ult, and as you see, we're healing them. We got them to full health, but we're still getting healing. And it's because we're not preventing any damage, we're just healing the incoming damage. So technically they can still die if enough damage is done, if it outdoes my healing. And we just keep building on our healing number. At the end of the match, this is where it gets kind of concerning for a Loki because he can provide prevented damage and not healing over time. Even with Cloak and Dagger's just regular ability, still doing the same thing. And with her ult, same thing. It provides a consistent heal, but does not prevent any damage. So another buildup of just healing at the end of the match. And I feel like this needs to be pointed out because as a Loki player, and I know some of you feel the same out here, you are providing great plays, you are getting a consistent heal, but it's never enough versus other healers. And at the end of the day, people just see the numbers and they just assume that Lokis are just bad healers. But as we broke down here in the video, you are almost being a more proactive healer by preventing damage from even occurring when other healers just heal the damage while it's happening. So I kind of hope this opened your eyes to show you why Loki's healing can be very lackluster sometimes, but it's because he provides more of a preventing damage from happening rather than healing over time. Now don't get me wrong, he can do very well in healing. It's just how you want to use your healing domain that really defines that. So now if you want to wait until your teammates get really low and then you want to pop your healing domain to get them to full health immediately, then there you go. You'll probably end up hitting high numbers. But if you play more proactively and you hear someone ult immediately, you can put your healing domain to save your teammates from taking any damage in general instead of healing it. So that's why in a lot of my matches, and maybe even yours, that play that way, your healing's not going to be that great, even though you feel like you're making great plays and you're countering a lot of their stuff. It's just because you're not providing a heal after they're already full HP, you know? So I'm really hoping this video helped. If it did, please give it a like, share with others so they can know, and leave me a comment about how you felt about this video and if you liked it, and if you'd like to see more content like this. But until the next video, I'll see ya.